Right, so the run is done, and now I'm going to clean the bike. So first thing first, yep, let's get some snow foam in. I'm gonna spill it, aren't I? This is a perfect thing if your bike is really mucky and it just lifts the dirt. So what you do, you spray it first, leave it for about 10 minutes. Oh, sorry. Leave it for about 10 minutes, and then use the hose or jet wash gently, not on the highest setting because it will take the paint off your bike or the car. But yeah, it gives it a lovely foam and lifts the dirt off. So then you spray it off and take the snow foam off, and then just use any motorcycle cleaner and just clean as normal. So yeah, we'll do it now. You can see how filthy that all is, and the front is none the better. So now we're going to try this. Now that the snow foam is gone and settled, I can use the jet wash to clean it. And now that the snow foam is gone, the bike looks much nicer. So what I'm going to do, I've sprayed it just with the pink Makov Nano Cleaner, whatever it's called, and I've got 2 buckets of water, well, 1 bowl and 1 bucket, to clean it so that the dirt doesn't scratch the surface of the bike. So you've got 2 buckets, one where you just rinse the dirty cloth and the other one for the clean water. I'm taking the Makov off top to bottom, so you don't need to start with your wheels and get the water totally dirty. So you go with the top first because it's the cleanest one, or so you think so, and then go from there, really. Oh, that's a bit filthy still. So I'm gonna rinse it in 1 bucket. Okay, so rinse all the dirt off, and then in the clean water. Oh, that's nicely warm actually. And work your way through. So, cleaning the bike one on one. Now that she's been cleaned and jet washed, this is a perfect thing to finish it off with. It's a motorcycle protection from Makov, and it disperses water and it just protects both the plastics and the metal on the bike from brass and everything else. I will still put some XCP on the metal bits afterwards. But yeah, this one, it's perfect and gives a lovely shine to it as well. I only need to do the chain now and the screen, plus some XCP, so I'll show you how to. I don't use the paddock stand on the bike because it's got an asymmetric frame, and it's quite slanted outside my house, so I would struggle a little bit with the paddock stand. What I've got is a wheel monkey. I don't know whether you can see it there, and you just wheelie the bike onto it, and then you can spin the wheel and clean the chain that way. Now that the bike is on the wheel monkey, you might be wondering what the hell was that cardboard doing there. So that's just to catch some of the grease coming down from the chain, because it will be dripping when I clean it. And what I use for cleaning the chain is the Worth breaking chain cleaner, and then the dry chain lube. I got some cheaper stuff today in bike shop for cleaning, because I always run out of that. But at the moment I just want to make sure that I do a good job, because the bike's been really filthy, and the chain is quite rusty as well, because on my previous bike I had the Scott oiler, and now that's the state of the chain without the Scott oiler, and with me forgetting to lube it. What I also have is the True Tensions chain brush, but that can be quite abrasive, so if it's not too filthy then I would use just this for cleaning. This stuff is kind of like liquid magic, it just comes off really quickly. What you also can do, and before I bought this I would use an old toothbrush, or one of those that you can buy in Tesco's or Morrison's, the value ones. They are absolutely perfect for the job. So yeah, with the wheel spinning on the Wheel Monkey, that's really easy to do the chain then. Obviously it's easier if you've got the bike in gear on the paddock stand, and then you can just adjust the clutch and just move the chain that way, but yeah, this is perfectly good solution. So the chain is now clean-ish, minus the rust, so I can use this, which is the drain chain lube. I got used to using it, it doesn't leave so much mark, so when I was cleaning the chain it didn't really have all the filth on it, so I could just use the cloth, see how filthy it is, and only slightly the brush just to try to get the rust off, but it didn't really work, so I just gave up on it. But generally it's not that mucky when you use the dry lube, because nothing sticks to it. When you use the wet stuff, it attracts dust and muck and mud and everything else, and then it's sticky and horrible. The only issue with this, you really need to be on top of your maintenance, because otherwise you end up like me. So you need to use the dry lube a little bit more often. So one last thing is the screen and the mirrors, and this is something really amazing, recommended by Gary at GP Detailing, so go and check him out. He's really great at detailing bikes and cars. Did my 2 bikes and they were really lovely. So the blade screen before was really opaque. I thought, well, it was the age of the bike and stuff like that, but when actually Gary used this on the Fireblade screen, I could put GoPro behind the screen and it would be absolutely fine. I thought that was impossible, so yeah, just use this, and yeah, that's it then. She's all nice and clean, beautiful, and so shiny. Whee! Look at that screen, it's beautiful, isn't it? So all the debris that all needs to go, and that's what I used. So another tip from Gary, don't use the sponges because they retain all the dirt to scratch the bike. Use either the microfiber cloths or some of those mittens that come with like little frothy bits. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. I didn't use that because I didn't need to. Yeah, and that will go to the wash. If anything is beyond washing really, then you can just dispose of them. Like, I don't know, this one maybe, I don't know, I'll see. But Costco have like 200 of those for about 4-7 quid, something like that.